small one, well, actually, that's gonna be here, that grade's gonna go here.
Yeah, yeah,
The grade's
yeah. And I just pulled these off the wrong end, so it's gonna go over here.
Estimated. Oh, right.
On that side. That side, close to the other side.
Right here. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And these two go against that grade one there.
Oh, on the
Yeah,
right.
on a grade.
Got it.
You can come back when you think it's good. Sorry, I'm trying to stay one step
Yeah,
ahead of you.
I
Is
got
right.
you. I got you. So we're here, so we're here, so we need the long gray one, 2 red tabs on the end, so we need two small red ones, 1, 2.
Right, got it.
And then we need the 2 medium size, 2 ones that are just a little bit bigger, it's not these. It's these.
No, they don't go. Here you go. Shoot that. Shoot that one.
I need a gray.
Hmm?
I need another, okay, I got the gray.
Yeah, and here's your other red too. Red was going.
Here, okay, we need the macaroni elbow looking one. And
Which
it's
one? Which one?
not this one, that's too big, we need a small one.
How many of them?
2, and we need 2 small gray ones,
Which two?
because they go in the ends.
Two small gray sticks.
Yeah. One. Two. And this is gonna fit like this.
Just go to your next step right there.
Boom. So, we got that. Now we need the bigger ones.
These two white ones go out here on the ends, the gray ones.
That goes there. Reminds me of a transformer robot.
Mm-hmm.
This is how Optimus Prime got life. That one. All right, so we need 2 small blue ones and 2 big ones. I guess it's, is it this? Not yet.
Here's those two. Here's this one.
There you go, on the inside. There it is. One more blue. Yes.
Starting to look like something now.
It is.
I don't know exactly what, but it's starting to look like something.
That's there.
Kind of warm in here today. Isn't it?
Yeah. There we go.
Here's two white pieces.
And then there's over here.
He's that guy who wrote the instructions. This must have been a good technical record.
Yeah. Well, the guy that put it, the guy that did it deciphered it well.
Mm-hmm. How can we do these so people can understand what the hell we're talking about?
small red ones, which are these,
Yeah.
two of those,
These.
and I think it's the grayish looking ones.
So I want to say it's these, but I'm not.
Looks like those.
Probably these. These are gonna stab. So the red one's gonna stab through it.
Yeah, that's on the,
Let's see here.
that's on the bottom.
So we're out on the bottom.
In here.
So where are these going then? I don't see what I'm saying, these two?
Well, it's on this then. It's over the track.
It's going right here.
Oh, so it's gonna go in here. This is there, this is gonna fit here.
This is gonna sit right here,
Right.
but where are those two pieces at? So I know that it's got two like this. Ah. So this red one. Come back here.
And those lock in place.
Good. There that is.
Oh, look, more cables.
Long cables on.
We got that. Looking for another brain.
Bring.
This here locks into those cables. Oh, okay, that's not one.
This is the red cable. That's the long. Sure. Here. All right.
So you got that. So we need one of these, three of those. And one of these red thing,
These red.
red clip, this.
These.
Yeah. Wait a minute, no, it's wrong.
Oh, getting rid of these.
Yeah.
Right.
Give me two of those. One of these.
And these.
outside?
That's where they look the same. That's where it sits on here like that.
Ah, okay, propeller.
I'm starting to envy my 5-year-old right now.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. Now that whole thing mounts right there. Those 6 mounts.
Like this.
Or, go back backwards. Yeah. I'll take it.
So this right here is.
All of it is come apart.
Oh, we built this correctly. We built this right.
No, we didn't. See, these are the wrong sides.
Ah. We built it retarded. See that one.
Here's on top. Yeah, shit on top. That blue needs pulled out, we'll go the other way. Inside. You can shove on that. Get this whole thing back in there.
Inside?
Mhm.
Front? We take this and stick it in.
Well, put these on there easy. Right there. Separate.
This is fun.
We're almost done.
Yeah, now I know what Christmas present is like. Talking for my wife, she would like this very much. They just improved it. They just make them go road. Got it. This is gonna go right there.
Right there. So make sure it's on. Whoa. It's still backwards. It's supposed to be a long R.
We still build the retarded version?
Yeah. Some one piece. See, I thought that's what we're building. No. This one.
Well, I guess we can.
If we had construction for it.
That's what I was asking, where all the robots in there was accessorized, you gotta buy.
It looks like you can build them all
Yeah,
with this one kit.
that's why.
You just gotta get the instructions for it.
Yeah. You probably download it.
Where's that? Let's put this on one of the other people over here, that's around. This is moving around and stuff. Yeah, so it worked. Gonna run it again?
I busted up my camera, busted up my screen. Yeah, you know. I had to do it the old fashioned way. Awesome. You know what? I guess you could just teach a whole course of mechanical engineering on this, just building this robot.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Be pretty easy with it.
Yeah. I guess by the time you got finished with it. You wanna hear something funny? This is our makeup class. This is our makeup class.
What?
Yeah.
Suppose we didn't have to make one up.
Well, you guys are upper level class, but
Upper level, that's funny.
you know why it keeps doing that? That's just the demo mode.
Yeah, it's just a demo, that's all it's gonna do. That's what I'm doing. This piece right here looks like the remote sensor.
Yeah.
So once we put it on there, we'll be able to use this remote control here.
Ah.
And this one's gonna need batteries put in it, most likely. Yeah, so if you wanna, we need a screwdriver.
To open it up?
Yep.
I don't know if I got a screwdriver.
I'm pretty sure I got one in the truck. Let's see that big bad boy.
Okay.
Let's see if we can.
Remember me. I was your God.
I am your creator.
Yeah. Antichrist might have to do that one day, download their image into a computer. Let's say, everybody you kill except this guy. Anonymous just hacked somebody.
Really?
They just hacked Donald Trump.
Why did it not surprise me?
The one officer, I hope is supposed to be, her name is Rakogowski. She says she's supposed, he had to go pick up one of her soldiers last night at 3 o'clock in the morning.
You like those days, girl, man. I got out as a sergeant,
Okay,
and it's mostly because the colonel I had
right.
was just a waste of breath.
They got a lot of them.
I mean, I was spending, they had called me at freaking, I was his driver, I was the head of his drivers,
Right,
and they'd call me at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
to come get him.
He'd be up at the gate, then left his ID in his room again, or in his office, come in and start yelling at camp guard. Camp guard would pepper spray, Plexicopum, and call PMO.
Are you serious?
It's like 3 or 4 times. After
Wow.
the second time, I said, hey, you need to call Sergeant Major, here's his number.
Was he drinking?
Oh yeah. He'd be out in Hinoka, I was up on Schwab, so he'd be out in Hinoka drinking until like 3 o'clock in the morning,
Right.
and he'd be tore up, trying to get back on base and yelling at camp guard, don't you know who I am? I'm the Michael L. Carter,
Wow.
Battalion Commander, Combat Assault Battalion. That's nice, sir, where's your ID? Plexicustom, put him on the curb, call PMO.
Wow.
Never failed. Get back, get back.
That's crazy.
Yep, now we gotta find a screwdriver, the card. Not the card, we grab a screwdriver, put
Okay.
batteries in our remote.
I'll be here.
Done, we just gotta put batteries in the remote now.
All right, how many does it take?
Just those two, just gotta get to it, gotta go find a screwdriver, unless you got one in here.
Negative.
Even got some arms on it now where it's.
Don't you carry a screwdriver?
In his car.
It's gonna get damp.
Oh, is it raining?
Or
Yeah, pouring now.
it'll storm.
But there you have it.
Hi.
So we're assuming that with all the extra parts and things over there,
Yes.
you can actually create some of those there, but we're thinking you need to download the instructions.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
download
my
the instructions.
understanding also. Well, congratulations. Looks like a boy.
Yeah, it
That
does.
name's sticking up there.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get I think I know what I'll get my son for his birthday.
Your son or yourself?
My son. My son, he likes this type
Yeah, too bad you don't.
I can be mechanically inclined if I decide to be,
Mm-hmm.
but,
Yeah.
it's just not my forte. But it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
Yeah, so you're gonna get him the same kit?
I'll see what they have out there. I'm gonna buy me a drone.
A who?
Drone.
Oh, that we're talking about?
Yeah. When you and I were probably growing up, you're older than me, but we call them remote control aircraft. Now they have
You
these
over
fancy
40?
term. Yes, sir.
Well, careful what you're saying.
They have these,
And by a drone.
yeah, by a drone.
Nice, so you're gonna get shot down by birds.
I hope.
Have you seen the YouTubes of birds attacking drones?
No, I
Yeah,
haven't.
they feel territorial invaded. These big birds, they just go out and wing brush the drone, crash them down.
Hmm.
Because it's their territory, they
Right.
just think it's some invading bird
They think it's a new species and.
taking over. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what they do, they're wired that way. So, yeah, well, if you buy this on Amazon, you get it for under 400.
Okay.
Look who we got here.
Morning.
What's going on?
What's going on, buddy?
It's done. Huh? Look what Dan did.
Not alone, though.
Look what I watched. I mean, somebody's gotta watch.
Yeah.
Use this in time, tear it down, and one of the others. Whew.
It's, very user-friendly.
Did you test it yet?
We tested it, the arm
The
works.
Just, oh, the arm works.
The arm does work. Would you like to see?
Say, okay, $20 is probably gonna be sufficient. But if you feel like setting the bar at 30, let's see how it flies. There you go. Wait a minute. Whoa, look at this thing.
Not
Oh,
that way.
catch that baby before it hits the floor.
Yeah. I know her.
Okay, demo.
All right. Let's see what she does.
It goes, it turns, it goes, it comes forward sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, it's just programmed for those two left turns still.
This is the demo mode, so he's got the remote control, so once we
Yeah.
hook up the remote control, you should be able to do all the other things with it.
Yeah, so it took them 2 hours, 40 minutes, 1 hour, 40 minutes assembly time.
It's actually
Well,
pretty
actually an
fun.
hour and a half, because they spent, they spent an hour getting the parts straightened out. Looks like we got a wet driver here.
Yeah, I should've worn my hat today.
It'll stop raining if you wear a hat.
Good.
Probably wouldn't have rained if I'd have brought my parka with me too.
That's right. We can control the weather. Okay, what we're gonna do is have an overkill toolkit here for taking 2 little Phillips heads off the remote. There's nothing like having the right tool for the right job.
And don't have a screwdriver small enough.
Uh-oh.
You need one of those pinhead screwdrivers, don't you?
Yep.
Oh, I got one, but I got plenty of it, just not with me.
I normally have them with me, but I took my electronics toolkit out of my car.
So what you gonna do something like that for?
I built that out of a robot in the house, and
Okay.
So we're,
we're stuck until we find a screwdriver. I get screwdrivers in the car.
did anybody have a tweezer with them? I can go back to Shogun Inn and get one, but that's
I usually,
not top of the list.
I usually pluck my eyebrows at home, not in the car.
I love those little jeweler screwdrivers, the little.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was thinking of so many
I've
different.
got plenty of those.
If I brought my other, if I rode the bike, I'd have had a screwdriver.
Now, you also would have got real wet right now.
Yeah. I don't
Um,
mind around the rain, I just don't like the bikes down here.
so it's a slot screwdriver, not a Phillips?
You can use either a Phillips or a really small flat, Walk down here, keep your light out, see if they bought me to have one. I've got a small screwdriver, dude.
Well, they're all showing up now.
I was thinking about bringing it too.
Yeah, just a little jeweler screwdriver. Batteries in.
What's up, man?
What's going on? Oh, that was quick.
There it is. Hour and 40 minutes.
Looks like you almost have enough pieces for.
For for another one, yeah. You'd make any one of those 5 in the box there. This assembly is only 10 seconds, smash against the wall style.
They got a QR code on his chest, is that to download the app? To find it quicker?
Yeah, I think we've only got the software for this one item out of the 5. And,
Did we even talk about QR codes in our book?
negative,
Yeah, we didn't.
negative.
Surprising, because they're everywhere now. Yeah.
Oh, I just might have the tool to do the job. Let me get my bag there by the back, please. Let me see if I'm carrying a knife.
Well, I actually have a pocket knife in the car.
Well, hang on, because I may have a teeny pocket knife right here.
I carried knives all over the world, but as soon as I got here, I gotta leave it in the car, in the back, because I don't wanna get,
Should run my toolkit.
I don't wanna get 6 hours of paperwork and handcuffed.
I'm not sure I carry enough.
I used to carry knives. In Florida, I carried knife, gun, flashlight, lighter, I carried everything in Florida.
I'm not carrying these.
So far,
Your Eglin, Panhandle.
Nope.
house is in Fort Myers,
I've heard the place, I don't know where it's at.
way down southwest.
I've never been past Jacksonville.
Okay.
I wasted 5 years in Florida, never went to Disneyland, and never went to Orlando or the Keys or anything.
I was there 5 years before I went in, and it was a blast. It was fun.
I'm clearly not carrying.
Eglin's a nice area.
Yeah, it's not bad up there. Went there a couple times. It's a long drive though for me, it's like 5 hours.
So, Lee, I'm not carrying mine.
Well, mine's a medium size, it's a larger.
Take a look at the screw heads and see what you think.
Where is it?
Dan said he was gonna get his eyebrow plucker. Where is it? Where'd the remote
Oh,
go?
he has it probably.
He has it.
It has. Is he gonna do it?
I was gonna bring my tools, but I was leaving, and I was like, nah, it's a Lego kit, you don't need tools for this.
That's right. But they got us. They did. They stifled us on the remote there.
So that QR code gives you a ton of download options. You can actually program the EV3,
Yes.
programming software, commander application, builder application.
We wanna do at least some of those.
You get the builder app and
Yeah. That's neat that you're gonna do that. How can we be shut down on it? Easy.
Why did he need to get it open? Does he need to flick some of the little switches or?
The remote, I don't know what the remote does, but I think we have to choose between the package programs inside there.
Oh.
which one do you wanna build next?
It's up to you guys. User's choice.
Gripper, Everstorm, the Raptor, the Snake, the Spiker is what it's called, the Scorpion. Or the Tracker. Is the Tracker the one that follows that, that paper?
That might be the one we built. Did you find your eyebrow plucker?
Nope.
Tractor's the one we built.
I already did that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Done deal.
We appreciate it. This was fun. You probably teach a whole course on this. Robot
Yeah.
building 101.
I think it's too tough for a university course, actually.
Think so?
Yeah. As a graduate school, postdoc, something like this. You couldn't expect university students to be able to do what just happened here.
No,
Come on,
not at all.
give us a break. Anyway, Bear's software together.
Okay.
And I've got Joe Lon's email, I'm gonna send you over.
This only came with instructions for one of them, right? Or you
Yeah,
have
just
all-
that one, that's right.
Just a tracker.
But we're thinking with all the external parts and everything it has to go.
Right, well, the other ones you can, watch YouTube clips on how to build. You can find YouTube clips. I'll get a laptop in here and pull those up.
Started dumping rain as soon as I was pulling in.
Yeah. It was fun, man, once you, lay out everything, and good thing is color coded.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was looking at the black and white instructions and copies. So,
So you can connect it to the PC. The tracks seem a little flimsy over here.
they're flimsy. They're not of the best quality.
There's only 2 mount points.
Mm.
Oh. Not there. So not many people should have known.
Nope, I picked Josh up at the gate, so him and I were the first 2 here. I talked to Hope, one officer in the class with us, sitting next to us. She was like, I'm tired, I'm coming, but she had to pick up one of her soldiers last night. Broke curfew, was drunk, didn't know where he was.
Good God.
But these guys just don't fucking get it, man.
Yeah, but it's not that hard.
It's not, man. Easy, stay on base
You
and
did
drink.
this growing up.
Yeah, stay on
Well,
base and drink.
Most of us did.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, if you have to, just go stay at the Shogun Inn or the Navy Inn or something, you know?
Oh, shit. Well, hell, I work at White Beach and now security people are getting DUIs.
Oh, yeah, security forces on our base, they're the ones that get nicked the most.
Because I guess they figure, I know who's gonna be at the gates, you know what, man,
Yeah.
fuck, just stupid,
I
man.
mean, you don't, yeah, you never know.
One of the security officer works at White Beach. Him and I are friends, and I didn't have his office phone number yesterday, so I called looking for him. And I kept telling the MA, I said, well, I need to speak to Lieutenant Bruce, and she was like, well, he's not here. I said, well, do you have a phone number or contact? No, sir, we don't have a number for him. I'm like, yeah, okay, anyway. So I'm like, okay, well, okay, would you have him give Shane a call? I need your last name. Okay, Robinson. Could you tell me what the call's about? No, I need to speak to Lieutenant Bruce.
It's
And-
beyond you.
Yeah. And then she asked me again, okay, sir, but I need to know what the phone call is pertaining to. Yeah, the phone call is pertaining to, I need to speak to Lieutenant Bruce. And I guess after the 3rd time she asked me, and I gave her the same answer, she got pissed off and she hung up on me. So he calls me back, and I told him, I said, hey, Bruce, man, look, you need to talk to your people down there, man. They're a little disrespectful when it comes to the civilians around here. I said, they work for Mr. Yount, but guess what? Mr. Yount, not both are equivalent in rank. I said, so they don't talk to him like that. I don't expect them to talk to me like that. He's like, I got it, dog. I was like, yeah, fuck, man, I got kids older than some of these fucking
Oh,
guys.
the guys in my shop, a couple of them are older, one of them is just, he thinks he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Mm.
And I hate that shit. And it sucks because I came here as an E3,
Right,
and I'm an E5 now,
right,
and, some of them still see me as an E4.
yeah.
So, going from that transition is like,
Was
it-
look, guys, look, I understand that, we never hung out or anything like that. So,
Right.
This is too big.
look, I know you're
Oh,
doing
okay.
E4 and shit, but now I'm an E5.
The
We go
your
through
teacher,
class
right,
to learn how to be
Yeah,
leaders,
yeah.
blah, blah,
No,
blah.
I thought you were one of my students.
I was like, well, if I can
Okay,
do something.
okay, that's why I was confused.
Or,
Okay.
actually, I asked them to do stuff first, I'm like,
Okay,
I asked you to
okay,
do
so I'll
something,
just
just go do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Look, I don't wanna have to get that, to the point where I have to start giving orders to do something,
Yeah, it's-
And most of them just moved off base, which is just fucking scary.
yeah. Yeah.
And, we have a TDY right now, where most of our unit, our entire group is out the door right now,
Right.
and, one kid just happened to start getting tooth pain before we left. So they almost tasked me, and I was like, hell no.
Right.
I was like, I'm not going, you guys will be way too NCO heavy if I go.
Right.
I was like, send the other airmen, makes the most sense, airman
Yeah.
for airmen. And they're like, oh, okay, I guess.
Being a two-fate.
Fucking common sense isn't common. It's a superpower nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Your device isn't compatible with this version of Wine Stars.
Are you supposed to be able to download it and control it from your phone or something?
Yeah, it doesn't work on my phone. My phone's old. I only got 5 months, I might get a new one.
No, but I keep dropping this, so I busted the cursor all off.
I drop this at least a couple times a week.
Right. I wait for
This
this.
case,
A couple times a day.
this case was $10, and I've had it on here since I bought it.
Right.
Best case ever, and it's just because it barely wraps around the screen edge right here.
Right.
So, you know, like I freaking dropped
Wow.
this shit. I caught it with Sharpie, but all the paint on the edges is all worn off. Best case ever.
I bought one of these. I bought a case for this in the States. It cost me like $40. And it's perfect. It's shockproof, right?
Wondering if the,
It makes the phone heat up.
shop out over here would have a small one.
I touched my phone, I thought it was on fire. I was like, I can't even use this thing. It's too hot. It's too hot. But I dropped it one time and it went.
Normally I'd have one on a truck, but I just,
Okay, I can just drive back to Shogun Inn, be back here in 30 minutes.
What do we need?
small screwdriver, small Phillips or flathead.
I mean, for $400, it didn't come in a box.
Required tools, flathead.
No, there was a side item for another 300, you could buy a screwdriver.
Oh, okay. Yeah, probably.
Did I take my book bag in the house yesterday?
Yeah, I think I'll
That's
just.
what I was thinking, if I had my book bag, I got a screwdriver in
Yeah.
it.
I've got 2 computer kits.
What, you guys living in a tough neighborhood or something? You got a screwdriver in your book bag?
I got fucking knives in my car. My car got robbed in my driveway.
You got a hatchet in the
Off
back
base.
Are
seat.
you serious?
Yeah. Well, New Year's Eve.
Wow. Where you live at?
Broken window?
Okinawa
How'd
City.
they go in?
Yeah.
No, I don't know how they got in. I
On
filed a
base.
police, dude, if you file a police report off base, those guys are no joke.
Yeah.
I was like, they're like, do you wanna file a police report? And I was like, yeah, I wanna file a police report. I was like, they stole money out of my car, they stole shit in my center console, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they get technical.
They,
Yeah.
fingerprint people came out and they took fingerprints off the car.
They are
Yeah.
they're very.
I was like, damn.
That's because they
I
have
was like, in
no
the
crime.
States,
That's
they just
the
be
only
like,
time they get to work.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why
what it
they,
is.
Yeah.
like the accident investigators, that's when you see them, they like, when you see that big accident investigation van pull out, and they
Yeah.
like block 2 lanes of 58,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's the only time they get to do it, so they,
Yeah. That's what it is. It's
because it's supposed to be a deterrent.
yeah, this was
They're
at
not
like,
supposed to be giving
this
out
was at like
tickets.
10:30 at night, and I'm like, you're probably waking this dude up. And he was like, no, he's probably in Izakaya drinking right now. No, that's probably true. too.
Okay, you guys happy for a half hour while I go solve this?
Good.
Yeah.
Sure. That means I can go to the financial institution and make a.
Before you go, I'm gonna check my car.
I'll wait here for you.
Right.
So I'll work down at the computer lab,
Yeah.
I'll look at this book real quick, see if it says anything about the other instructions.
Yeah, we checked that, but in the faculty room, you know, actually in the faculty room, on the table, they have some tools. It's worth a shot. Hey,
So I'm looking here, see if they have the instructions in here, for the other one,
Right.
and if they do, I go down and see, oh, they do. Yep. I wonder who brought a, wonder who brought a laptop, we can check one out real quick, so I got the instructions online.
Hello.
for that.
Hey, did Karen do what I asked her to do? What time what time she's supposed to be here? What time what time is she supposed to work?
One time I'll leave it in the car.
I need to go to
There
the
you
back.
go.
It's 11 o'clock. Yeah. You close at 12.
got something that's small?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And the problem,
See, my dad's a
Okay,
telephone
yeah.
guy, and so we always got screwdrivers.
Okay, I'll do that.
He sells pins, or
All right.
his giveaway pins have a flip screwdrivers in the back of them.
Uh-huh.
They're nice, I love them, but
So where do
I
we
like
get
them
these
over there.
from?
What was that? I got this kit off Amazon. It was like $10, if that. I think it was like $8.
got good quality steel?
Yeah, it's not bad. I think
Yeah,
if you really wrench down on something, it
Yeah,
might actually
that was-
bend
that
or
was-
break this, but
So could
you know, for
those.
what I use it for, it's perfect.
Nobody knows.
They got one similar to that, at the,
Yeah. They're getting
computer store, the
back.
VX,
Yeah.
or if you go all the way to Macon, you can buy the
I don't know
little
if that was.
kit,
Mhm.
a flathead
The
tilt
place
heads,
where we told to go is to Planet, right?
pry bar, nail pry bar, or
Yeah.
an owl for like 500 yen.
That's the Planet Yoda went to.
We went to Dagobah, but I don't.
I mean, no, in Rebel, not in Clone Wars, where he went looking for Cypher DS. No, he learned the ways of the Force.
Dagobah? Like Star Wars?
Yeah.
The one where they found his crash ship and his lightsaber?
Yeah.
So you were talking about Star Wars?
No, when he went to, it was one of the last Rebel episodes where he went to the planet and like the life force or the Force was there with him.
Yeah, the Clone Wars?
Yeah, yeah.
Was that it?
I thought that was the planet he went, yeah, Malachor.
I wish they'd make the episodes longer though.
Yeah.
It's like 20 minutes. It's like, come on.
It's the advertising, you gotta pay for it, man. I get that 3.5 minutes of advertising, man. But that was good. She knows who Vader is. You left me, I think you do that for me, so.
You know what makes me angry?
This is another kit that I had, this
Take
was
your lightsaber
12
apart
bucks
every
on
time.
Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
Yeah. And he found out who the Inquisitor was. That was interesting. He got turned.
They're doing good with that story.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was interesting what they said about Ezra.
He's gonna go to the dark side.
Yeah, if you can't save your people, he's going to go to the dark side. Destroy him now. Wow.
How's this connected to IR?
And Vader shows up
Yeah,
again.
it's here, tells you the menus, go through to activate it. Well, it's,
Where did they get to do Yoda's voice still?
Yeah, who is it?
Oh, I know Rue has Frank Oz, but I don't
He's
know.
dead.
So once you
He's
get it
dead.
on-
Frank Oz is dead.
Really?
Yeah.
go over to the third menu,
Died years ago.
Yep.
the one that's like
Look at
6
the
little
sun.
boxes,
Yep.
Shit.
IR control,
Yep.
and push enter, and then you'll have,
He's still.
looks like this.
Yeah, we got that.
And James Earl Jones is doing Vader's voice.
No, just push it.
Has to.
Oh, okay.
You, don't let it kill you.
So then you have channel 1, channel 2, I don't know
Still
what channel
alive.
2
It
is,
is?
He was born in 1944.
I thought Frank Oz was dead.
He's getting old. He was the wife of Grover and Yoda.
but, okay, and if you flip it to channel 2,
He did it
put
in
the
the
red switch in the
prequels.
middle, that's gonna activate the little propellers here.
There's 3 in here.
Should be the 2.
Oh, there's,
Whoa.
Okay, so that's remote control, but that's not robotic control. So can we get a program into it? So it runs on auto, runs on its own?
it's not compatible with my phone.
You mean to download it infrared?
Yeah.
And the computer lab's locked, so we can't get a laptop out of them. Oh, it does go over things.
Probably not backwards, there's too low. No, maybe not. Nice.
Okay, but what about robotic function? Can we make it autopilot?
Guess how you make it spin.
Big tank.
Autopilot would be interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's all about.
The program it, make it move obstacles